We've heard you talk about the former president. You have called him a fraud, a con artist. You've said
worse names than that.
He's a New Yorker like you, and you have watched this brand of BS.
I think of how absurd it is. And this might be the one case where that could be it for him. It's a state case. He's sick. He is really, genuinely a sick person that somehow has been allowed into our system.
Grab your popcorn, folks. Hollywood's tough guy Robert De Niro just threw some serious shade at Trump, and it's spicier than a jalapeno eating contest. But wait, there's more. Trump's team is losing their minds faster than the Donald loses his hair in a strong wind. It's like watching a bunch of toddlers try to out-scream each other at nap time. Who will win this battle of wits? Spoiler alert, probably not Team Trump. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Alright folks, it's time to dive into the juicy details of De Niro's verbal smackdown.
He's so stupid. He's so stupid, he can't even say anything clever or smooth. He's a moron.
De Niro, whose acting talents have greatly diminished with his reputation now shot, must even use a teleprompter for his foul and disgusting language. So disrespectful to our country.
So what's got Trump's hairpiece doing the cha-cha this time? Well, it turns out our favorite tough guy actor decided to unleash a tsunami of truth bombs on the former president. Picture this. De Niro, cool as a cucumber, standing at the Gotham Awards podium. He's there to introduce an award, but instead, he decides to roast Trump like a Thanksgiving turkey. And boy, did he bring the heat. So what exactly did De Niro say that's got Team Trump's undies in a bunch? Let's break it down, blow by blow, like we're watching a boxing match in slow-mo. First up, De Niro threw a jab at Trump's intelligence. He called him a stupid person and a wannabe tough guy. Ouch, that's gotta sting. But wait, there's more. De Niro wasn't done with just a couple of punches. He went for the knockout, saying Trump was a total loser and a real racist. Talk about pulling no punches. But here's where it gets really interesting. De Niro didn't just stop at insulting Trump. He went after the whole Republican Party, calling them out for their lack of courage in standing up to Trump. He even said they were willing to trade their country for power. That's some heavy stuff, folks. Now, you might be thinking, is this just another celeb rant, or did De Niro hit a nerve? Well, judging by the reaction from Trump's camp, it looks like De Niro's words packed more punch than Rocky Balboa on steroids. Trump's spokesperson, Stephen Chung, tried to hit back, but it was like watching a toddler try to fight Mike Tyson.
He's so blatantly stupid. He's a punk, he's a dog, he's a pig, he's a con, a bullshit artist, a mutt who doesn't know what he's talking about, doesn't do his homework. It makes me so angry that this country has gotten to this point, that this fool, this bozo, has wound up where he has. He talks how he wants to punch people in the face. Well, I'd like to punch him in the face. Thinks he's gaming society, doesn't pay his taxes. He's an idiot. Colin Powell said it best. He's a national disaster. He's an embarrassment to this country. This is somebody that we want for president? I don't think so.
Chung called De Niro a has-been actor and accused him of having Trump derangement syndrome. Really? That's the best they could come up with. It's like bringing a rubber ducky to a gunfight. But here's the kicker. De Niro's speech wasn't just about Trump. He used his platform to talk about some serious issues. He mentioned the Israel-Hamas conflict and even took a swipe at Apple for pulling an ad from Elon Musk's X platform. This wasn't just a rant, it was a full-on political commentary. Alright folks, buckle up for a wild ride through the land of hurt feelings and bruised egos. After De Niro's verbal smackdown, Team Trump decided to show us all how not to handle criticism. It's like they took a masterclass in meltdowns and graduated with flying colors. So, how did the Trump crew respond to De Niro's roast? Well, let's just say it wasn't with the grace of a swan dive, more like a belly flop into a kiddie pool of hurt feeling.
Does it give you some sense, not of joy, but of relief at least, that he's potentially facing some consequences? Because as you've said before, this guy's a con artist and he's gotten away with it for years.
I'm not calling him, I'm tired of calling him names. He just can't be anywhere near the office of the presidency. It's funny, I was just thinking that he actually became president. He could have done good things. Instead, he had to do it all wrong.
Their comebacks were about as impressive as a deflated MAGA balloon. First up, we've got Stephen Chung, Trump's spokesperson, who decided to go full playground bully. He called De Niro a low IQ individual and accused him of having Trump derangement syndrome. Real original, Steve. I'm sure De Niro's crying into his Oscar right now. But wait, there's more. The Republican National Committee decided to join the pity party. They released a statement saying De Niro's comments were unhinged and disrespectful. Apparently, they missed the irony of defending the king of insults against insults. And let's not forget the army of MAGA supporters who flooded social media faster than you can say kofef. They were all fired up, calling De Niro everything from a has-been to a Hollywood elite, because nothing says we're not triggered like 1,000 angry tweets, right? But here's the kicker.
You've played a lot of bad guys. Would you ever play Donald Trump?
Never. There's nothing about him. There's not one redeeming thing in him that I can see ever. He's so, as we all know, so narcissistic and self-centered. I don't think they really understand. And historically, from what I see, even in Nazi Germany, they had it with Hitler.
In their rush to defend Trump's honor, his team kind of forgot to address any of De Niro's actual points. It's like they were playing whack-a-mole with insults, but the mole was in a completely different game. You'd think after years of political mudslinging, Trump's crew would have some killer comebacks. But nope, they went with the classic, I know you are, but what am I? Defense. It's like watching a comedy special where the only joke is on them. In this battle of wits, Trump's team showed up unarmed.
I love this city. I don't want to destroy it. Donald Trump wants to destroy not only the city, but the country, and eventually he could destroy the world.
Robert De Niro, a very low IQ individual, has received he spelled two wrong, many shots to the head by real boxers in movies. I watched him last night, truly believe he may be punch drunk, and then he says, at the end, he says, wake up punchy, he says to you.
They tried to out-tough guy Robert freaking De Niro. You know, the guy who played Jake LaMotta and Al Capone. That's like trying to out-sing Beyonce or out-dance Michael Jackson. It's just not gonna happen, folks. In the grand finale of this political circus, De Niro's verbal jabs have left Trump's team looking like they got hit by a truck. But let's be real, folks. This isn't just about two big shots duking it out. It's about standing up to the playground bully, even when he throws his toys out of the pram. So what's next on the menu? Maybe we'll see Meryl Streep roasting Trump's hair, or George Clooney mocking his tiny hands. Or perhaps, in a shocking twist, Trump will learn to take a joke without tweeting about it at 3 a.m. Yeah, right, and pigs might fly. One thing's for sure, in the world of political smackdowns, De Niro just became the heavyweight champ. He's got Trump's team running around like headless chickens, and it's hilarious to watch. Who knew words could pack such a punch?